So we talked about Matan Even last week, and I didn't expect to be talking about him again. But as I mentioned, his episodes come out, I think, like while we're doing this show or right after. So after last week's episode, I just said, "Oh, Rick Glassman was on Matan Even's show. I should check that out." And it went exactly as I expected it would, because I like Rick Glassman. I think he's very funny, and he's also a bit of a troll. Like, he has people on and does bits and kind of fucks around. So to me, this went exactly as I expected. But the reason we're talking about it is then I looked at the comments and people were like, fuck Rick Glassman. Fuck this guy. And I was like, oh, is it not clear? I thought Craig was a good decider here because I don't know how into Rick Glassman you are. Mm-hmm. So I was like, let's find out. Maybe it's not clear. If you don't know Rick Glassman, maybe it's not clear that he's doing a bit. So we'll see some of his interaction with Matan Even. I thought it was perfect, and I think like Matan, for his show to be successful, kind of needs guys like this to make it interesting. So let's hear from these boys.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. For today's guest, we have Rick Glassman. Welcome in. Now you can come in, see right there. And for the co-host, welcome in, Mike. Welcome in.
Hey.
How you doing? Thanks for coming. Please, in case anybody doesn't know you, just introduce yourself. Tell them a little bit about yourself.
Can I have my water?
Oh, no, it's not allowed. No advertisements. You want me to bring you something to drink?
All right. I'm sorry this couldn't work out.
You need the water? It's that important?
Yeah. Just put it where you found it, please.
I'll allow it if it's contingent, if the interview is contingent on that.
Yeah.
they're trolling each other.
Right.
And like I think as the interview goes on, you can tell Matan's kind of enjoying it. Mm-hmm. I think he wants that back and forth. But then you look at the comments and they're like, look at this fucking diva.
I mean,
Just
obvious.
wait. It's an hour, Rick. Have the water later. It's very funny to me.
I mean, it was pretty obvious he was playing into that right there.
Of course. I thought so. But it's so funny. People that watch this Matan Even kid troll everyone don't get trolling. It's hysterical.
Well, I mean, like later on in this interview, Glassman's playing more like real.
Yes.
So maybe that's where they got hung up, I guess.
Yes. But I guess if you don't know Rick Glassman, you don't know he's fucking around. But he is. And like he even got things out of Matan where he's like, Matan Even says he's a 17-year-old. And later in the interview, he gets him to say he's 17 and he questions his age. And Matan's like, why don't you believe that? And they get into it. And then later in the interview, Rick goes, so you were born in whatever year? And Matan goes, no, 2003. And Rick goes, oh, really? He goes, so that would make you, what, 21? And he goes, and Matan goes, no, a lot of people think that, but it's not true. Which is a very funny answer. It's a very funny cover-up to be like, no, actually the math is wrong on that. All right, so let's hear some more.
Anybody who doesn't know you, you're a half black, half Jewish, quarter homeless, autistic, blind, disabled comedian. Which out of those is the most difficult to deal with?
Same again?
Question.
No, go ahead. Which one is out of those is the most difficult to deal with?
I don't know. I don't look at any of those things as. I mean, I don't know. I don't really understand the question. Like,
so when you wake up one day, maybe which one is the hardest typically for you to go with day to day?
I guess, I could answer your question most honestly without choosing from your silly multiple choice. Right now, the obstacles that I've been feeling, and I'm grateful for that this is all it is, but I've been feeling a bit lonely.
No, but that wasn't part of it. It was mostly about...
What do you think half black, half white means?
I didn't say half white.
What's the other half?
Half Jewish.
Did you just laugh or did you clear your throat?
No, I went, yeah. Like, disgusted.
At
No
what-
laughing, no clearing.
You discussed it at the half Jewish?
Yeah, go ahead.
There it goes, whatever, man. Next question. And again, like, they're fucking with each other. And again, I go back to the comments and they're like, another one of these LA guys couldn't go with Matan's question. It's like, what if he just asked him if he was half black and half homeless? And Rick went along with it. And it was very funny, to your point, like, Rick is answering him seriously. So some of these like ridiculous questions that Matan answers, like he has to come up with reasons to back them up, which is interesting. Like the kid's obviously quick on his feet and everything, so it was interesting to watch that, and then even funnier to watch people not get it in the comments.
Next, we have difficult.
Yeah, well, Rick's being slightly difficult.
Hey, we're recording something, huh? You see how I have my phone face down? No. Don't put it on the floor. Hey. Hey, man, I could leave and you could edit out everything.
That's not cool, because then I need at least 40 minutes for an episode.
All right, what's the next question?
If you leave now, I'm cutting out the podcasting you said in the beginning.
That's fine.
You don't care? You're trying to be difficult because you're not doing yes ands. Be a cool guy.
I'm not doing what?
Doing yes.
I'm sorry, you want to tell me what character to play? I'm coming in here, you're fucking with my water, you're touching my phone,
No,
you're
I just
asking
didn't
me
want it on the
questions
table.
about...
You put it on the table. I just didn't want it there.
How much research did you do about me? For
A
real?
little bit.
A little bit? How much do you think I did about you? Are there any nice questions?
They're all nice questions.
Because when I drove here,
Do you want me to?
I got here 10 minutes early. You might not know that because I wasn't 10 minutes early. You know why? Because when this was booked, I got no phone number, just an email address.
Oh yeah, email.
And I emailed when I got here 10 minutes before I was supposed to that there's no parking.
Okay.
I'm driving all over the place. I'm parking at a PetSmart. Then I come here and I have to go up this weird alleyway in a parking garage that I can't even get into. This whole time I find out, your producer tells me, oh, we have a parking pass if you want it. Do you want that?
Oh,
hey,
did
buddy,
you use it?
I could have used that 15 minutes ago.
So where'd you park?
PetSmart.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's better for you to park over there because then we keep the parking space clear here in case anybody wants to use it. Do you want me, so you want me to ask nice questions? I don't understand.
Yeah, I want nice, flattering questions. I want you to gas me up. I want you to tell me you've seen things I've done.
Okay.
I want you to tell me you like those things. And I want you to tell me what you like about
Okay,
them.
fine. I'll read one. Do you think gay people become evil as they're born before?
Oh, the chat is so fucking stupid.
I don't get how they don't know what's because Rick is taking it so seriously that it's and he even says like I've done research on you. So playing into this kid like a real interviewer is very funny. I don't know. I guess maybe if I saw someone I didn't know do this, I'd be like, oh, they were copying attitude with him. But I think if you listen to enough Rick Glassman, you're like, oh, it's so clear what he's doing.
Yeah. Even if you don't know him.
Right.
It's just obvious.
Anyone
in their right mind would have left this fucking interview.
Well, that's the thing is like that's how you know he's fucking around. He's like he
Right.
keeps threatening to leave, but he was there for I think it might be his longest interview. He was there for close to an hour.
Especially after this next part.
Okay,
If it was real.
Yes, yeah, good point.
If you have something set up that's going to get me wet, buddy, don't get me wet. Don't get me wet. I'm serious.
Hug.
No.
Hug.
Buddy, hey.
Hug. Hug. Hug.
Hey, you're in my space. I'm going to give one warning.
Hug. Give him a hug. Hug. Give him a hug. Hug. You better give him a hug. Hug.
Don't get me wet.
Hug. Hug.
He's throwing a table at him.
Don't hurt your cameras, man. I don't want to get wet. Leave me the fuck alone, dude. Leave me alone. You gonna leave me alone? I didn't come here for that. I didn't even get parking. You're not gonna get me wet. Leave me alone.
He's still yelling about the
You
parking.
gonna leave me alone?
Give him a hug.
Hug.
Why won't you give him a hug?
I don't want to get wet.
Hug.
Anyone just listening?
Okay.
It's a guy in a bathing suit soaking wet.
I feel like you can hear that somehow. I don't know.
All right, I'm out.
Hug.
We need to,
Hug.
no, sit.
no.
We need to
Hug.
continue.
Get your buddy away.
Hug.
You want him out of here?
I want him out of here.
What do you do?
Hug.
Fuck, dude. It's fucking weird, man. It's a weird guy, man.
Again,
Show.
it's a weird show. To say that's a weird guy and not say like, hey, I'm not doing the thing where you have this guy hug me. To be like, that's a weird guy, as if he just emerged. And I gotta give a lot of credit to Matan, whatever his real name is, but Matan also, where like he has enough of a rapport with these comics that they play along with this shit. Like that's pretty impressive. Because I like the natural reaction to be like, what? Like, what's going on? So for all these guys, like we played a clip of Sal Volcano too. Like Sal completely, Ari attacked him. And, like Sal completely goes with it, and to have that rapport with these guys is pretty impressive. I don't know how. I guess he's actually like 21 or something. So pretty cool.
He's born 2003. People believe that, but you know.
That's what people think. No, he said it. He was like, I was born in 2003. A lot of people think that makes me 21. They're wrong.
Next we got Planet of the Apes.
Oh, well, this is, I don't care from how Matan takes this, quite frankly. Maybe more of a Craig joke than anything else.
Oh boy.
So when you have more people one way and then less people another, that minority of people that the way they think that way, they're going to seem socially awkward compared to the majority. But if the roles were reversed, have you seen Planet of the Apes?
I already had enough black jokes for the episode.
You can leave that in?
Oh yeah, I don't edit stuff out. But
I've seen so many. So are you still interested in my answer?
That was so funny.
It's perfect.
Edit some right after that.
People are like, fuck this Rick Glassman guy. But that's what Rick would do on his podcast.
Next we got Chemistry.
I think this clip might be where it's so clear that they're actually like very good together, which is why I was surprised at how many people didn't get it. But
aren't you allowed to use that word with no problems?
What word?
The R word.
It seems like sometimes I say things and I do get into problems. I don't want to. I don't mean to.
Why are you going like this? Are you like
I think this is
acting
real.
right now?
But every now and then somebody wants to get me wet. Now you see, I believe in getting people wet, but not with a drug like you. I get them wet by making them feel safe and secure.
I'll clarify now. I never said it should be illegal.
by making them feel safe and secure.
You're not making bank off this yet?
The show?
Yeah.
Not a lot of money.
Right.
I'm sorry. Can I hear that last part again? I forgot how long the pause was.
And secure.
I'll clarify now. I never said it should be illegal.
You're not making bank off this yet?
The show?
Yeah.
Not a lot of money.
Right.
I don't get how it's so crazy to me that anyone was like, fuck this guy. Another LA douchebag. But then here's how the internet goes. It's like they were actually trolling me and I believed it. You know what I mean? It's a never ending. Everyone's trolling everyone, so you never know what's real. But
Yeah, Philo in the chat says the dude in the burqa makes this all twice as funny, which is true. It's just a guy in a hood just sitting there with no mic.
yes, this might be Mike.
Maybe.
There is a guy that just like sits there ominously and stares.
And steals his phone.
So yeah, Matan Even is doing some good thing. Probably has an episode dropping as we speak. So
Go to blindmike.net for everything Blind Mike. Look at me. I did it. Kragers did it.